Nawirabira kusubscribing.
Anyway, thank you for watching Rishi Media. My name is Rishi and the East African. Please subscribe to the channel as we do roll this. Now, Kenyans on the street.
Today here the military is protecting an American white people quarantine facility in a country that we don't even have any Ebola. We do not have any history of Ebola here. Why are they not doing it in the DRC? Why are they not doing it in Uganda? Why must they bring it here? We want that facility taken out of our town. We want it taken out of Kenya.
Because following, Kenya is moving forward with plans to establish a US-funded Ebola isolation and treatment facility, a military base, despite the court order temporarily blocking the move. Now, that is the reason as to why Kenyans were on the streets. Court order said, we temporarily block this move.
They are so very selfish. They say this is an institution or it's a quarantine facility for only the Americans. So the Americans are selfish to the core. And we have to tell Americans to get off our noses business. Get off our business. Get off our skin.
Isolation and treatment facility center in Kenya. The court order suggested that, but the facility, which will be built with the $13.5 million. Funding aims to enhance Kenya's preparedness and response to potential Ebola cases. To potential Ebola cases, it means Kenya does not have Ebola, but they are saying to potential Kenya cases.
Quarantine facility in a country that we don't even have any Ebola. We do not have any history of Ebola.
With $13.5 million project, Kenyans are like, this might be money issue, not health issue. That is why so many we are seen on the streets are protesting and also saying, we shall not go with this. You get? The Kenyan government insists the facility is for everyone, not for Americans, and will serve as a quarantine center for people exposed with the virus. However, some Kenyans are concerned about the potential risks, citing that countries with fragile health care system and lack of transparency. Protesters were held outside the Laikipia Air Base, where the facility is said to be built, with some demonstrators opposing the center due to fear of Ebola exposure. Now, that is what I was telling you. Kenyans were at Laikipia Air Base Center protesting that for us we don't need this. We don't need this. You remember at times there is a story that was on BBC of kids, of women that had affairs with military base that was put, the UK military base that was put in Kenya years back, and kids had grown without parents. Kids had grown without parents, and people were trying to trace who the father was. I saw a company, a law firm in UK that was trying to find matches of your DNA with who was your father when it comes to Europe. And kids were here in Africa suffering. They had, some did not even study, some had grown, they also have kids. 25 years, 35, 22 years, they are grown-ups. And So for here, they are saying, we don't need this military base. We don't need this because even Kenya does not have what Ebola. Then we go on. And unfortunately, 2 people were killed during this protest. 2 people were killed. 2 Kenyans were killed in this protest. And Kenya's president, William Ruto, defended the plan, saying it was part of the wider national preparedness plan and a long-run health partnership with Washington. The country has also enhanced its Ebola preparedness measures, including screening, traveling at the border points, and training center of workers. So, the president of Kenya defended his move, claiming or saying that this is a part of wider plan of preparedness and long-run health partnership with Washington. For him, he's saying, we need this because we want to prepare ourselves. We gang ourselves so that we fight Ebola to the dots in terms of health facilities, in terms of being prepared enough to curb the virus. But Kenyans are like, because he says, we have a deal with, we are partnering with Washington. Let us partner with Washington, US, and do this. But Kenyans are like, this is not what we want in our country. Because there is a money issue. You might be that you are not, whatever you are telling us is not what you are going to do. Because if the project is about $13 million, Kenyans are like, you might be playing with cash, with the money, instead of health. In Uganda, of recent, they told us they have registered 2 cases of Ebola. But even Ugandans are saying, but Ebola, is it really true? Or is it really like that? Are we really having that? But anyways, these are Kenyans. Kenyans were on the streets. And they were like, That is what is happening in Kenya right about now. As we speak, people are in a protest. They're like, but anyways, Ugandans, we had 2 cases so far, and government has also put cautions on pre-measures on how people must live health-wise and also be conscious about life when it comes to public engagements, when schools, hospitals, churches and all that, precautions of please wash your hands very clean and all that are some of the measures that people or Ugandans have been put in. And also Ugandans with the Minister of Health once came and told us that 13 with the 19 Ugandan billion shillings, it is so less to fight Ebola. We need other money. We need so much resources. We need to do so much things. We need so much money to curb this virus, and it is viral and it spreads so quick. So we need a quick response, and that 19 billion Ugandan shillings is very little, very less. It can never do anything. And the people are always questioning themselves that is it money issue or is it really Ebola epidemic? You can give me your comments on that. I will leave you with that, but my name is Richie Allen, the East African. See you when you see me. Endeavor to subscribe to the channel and say a big blessing to you. Bye-bye.
Kwerabira ku subscribinga.